Teacher Tribe, welcome back to a brand new week. My name is Allison Jones. For those who are new, I am a second grade teacher in Treasure Coast, Florida. For those who are returning, thank you for being a part of the Teacher Tribe. So today is Monday, November 28th, and it is extremely past dismissal time. Remember to take a breath. Remember, especially when we come back after a week off for Thanksgiving break and the kids are on one. It's really the talking. On the plus side, my little friend who, our new friend who joined our class, she was phenomenal today. She actually did work. God bless how much, but she worked. So she did really good. And I think this switch, after our first day where she acted up because she didn't want to do the math, we haven't had any issues with her. She's actually trying. She's a little on the lazy side. Like, she wants to be babied in terms of when I assign something, she wants me to sit with her one-on-one and work with her. I'm like, well, I said it's group work. Go work with your group. So I can circle around and work with it. It's not that she's not capable. Yes, she has trouble reading, but she wants to be babied. And I'm not the one to do that. But she was phenomenal today. She did do some work. And when our ESOL para came in, because she is ESOL, she sat with her briefly for a little bit of math. So it was a good day. I only had one out today. Yeah. Can you believe I have nothing to update you on? What should I talk to you about? Oh, we have a field trip that I have been planning. We are going to the Children's Museum. So here's our permission slip. And the way we worked it out is it's only $8. So the $8 covers paying for the bus, covers for their admissions to the museum. And from what I'm hearing, this museum is really nice and interactive. And it's kind of like, so when I was a kid, there was this thing in Broward, a part of the mall called Wanna-Do City. It's like a park where the kids can go in and they get these bracelets where the adults can track you. And so a group of students will be assigned to one adult, and that adult can track you. So when they scan like a where are they type of thing, it'll show where you are in the park, which is super cool. But while you're there, you can work at Publix, you can work at a gas station, you can work at a nightclub, the bank, any type of profession. They had a mini version in Wanna-Do City, which was a part of the mall. And it was awesome. I don't know why they shut it down, but they shut it down years ago. And I heard they've come up with different things similar to it. And apparently there's a section in there's a section in the museum that's similar to it. So I'm excited to see it, where you can work at Publix. I think there's something with a pirate ship there. I don't fully know, but based off what I'm hearing, I'm excited to go. So my class and two other classes are going to be attending on Thursday, December 8th. And then my team lead and another class are attending on Friday, December 9th. Because the cap is 60 students and each class has 20. Well, besides my team lead, she has 21. And I think the teacher going with her has 19 currently. So it's still less than the 60. So 3 classes that have 20 are all going to go on Thursday. And then the last 2 are going to go on Friday. The last 2 are going to go on Friday. So I've collected some money. I'm actually, before I head out, I'm going to put in Class Dojo to remind the parents, because I need to know by the end of this week who is going and who is not going, so I can make arrangements for whoever's staying behind, put them in another classroom. Or put them in the other 2 classrooms that aren't going. Because remember, 3 are going one day, the other 2 will still be at school. And then on Friday, when the other 2 go, our 3 classes will be at school. So I just need to know who's going to go to which class and so on and so forth. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited. These are the last 3 weeks before winter break. So these are the last 3 weeks of quarter 2. So this week, next week, and then the week of December 12th, I believe, is the last week, because we get out on December 16th. which is our last day, as well as early release day. Then we have the week before Christmas, the week before New Year's. So right after New Year's, I come back. So we come back to work. Teachers come back on January 2nd. I know that kind of sucks, but we come back January 2nd. Kids return January 3rd. So, yeah. That's that. I am very excited to get things moving along and trying to get through the remainder of the year as well as the remainder of the quarter. Grades are pretty good. I am missing a few math grades, which is not going to be a problem to plug in. We haven't taught the standard yet. So that's pretty much what I'm missing. But I think we're going to be teaching it soon, hopefully. Otherwise, they can't penalize me. I can't put in grades if I didn't teach the standard. But besides that, Teacher Tribe, I have nothing else to tell you. Field trip. My class was pretty good. We got through what we had to do today. So until tomorrow. Bye, Teacher Tribe. Hey, Teacher Tribe. Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, November 29th, and it is past dismissal time. Remember to take a breath. So today was a really good day. I got very techie today. This morning to finish off Unit 3, which is, even though we finished Unit 3 before Thanksgiving break, but today was like the last official day of Unit 3. So I had them do their vocab quiz. So I made a Kahoot yesterday. It wasn't as complicated and complex as it normally is. Normally, I'll go back and forth between picking a word and they have to tell me the definition, or they'll have to give me which sentence uses the word correctly. And normally when I have more time, honestly, it's really just been me, but when I have more time to actually plan and go through and do all of that stuff, it's a little bit more challenging for them. This time, because I completely forgot over the break and I just threw it together yesterday for today, it was strictly definitions. And you would be surprised, a lot of them still got it wrong. Had a few 3s, even had a few 2s, but I had like 9 1s. Anywho. That was this morning. Then I had them, what else did we do? We started, after the Kahoot, I just put them on iReady so I can kind of get my life together because I'm still playing catch up. Because again, over the break, I did nothing. So I had them on iReady and I should have had them off a little sooner to finish the poem for Unit 3. And we didn't get a chance to do it during writing time like I wanted to do because I got techie again, and I did, instead of our math lesson in the book, I did the math lesson via Nearpod. So we're very hands-on computer techie today, which is awesome because in our DPP, which is our whole grade is doing, what does DPP stand for again? I need to remember these acronyms because I use the acronyms and I'm not sure if all of you know what it stands for, and I'm not going to pull it up on the computer. So I'm gonna get back to you what that stands for. But it's pretty much like what we wanna focus on in terms of teaching to better ourselves as well as better the students. And as a grade, we agreed to do implementing technology into our lessons. So I've already been techie. I like using Kahoots all the time, but I knew of Nearpod. I've just never created them myself. So unless I found one that works with what I'm teaching, then I'll just use that and plug it in. But I've never created one. And we have other people on our team who have, like, they use them religiously. So it's nice that we get to cross-reference Kahoot and Nearpod and things like that. So my team lead had her observation today, her formal observation, and she created the Nearpod for her observation for the purpose of that. So that's what we were able to use for our math today. So that was fun. The kids enjoyed it. It was a good day, ultimately. I only have one friend out today. She was here yesterday, but she was out today. And then my friend who's been out since before break returned today, so he was playing catch up as well. But yeah, it was a really good day. I'm happy everything went smooth until dismissal when we had some 5th graders. It's honestly not my burden, but we had some 5th graders that were trying to get out and running over the little kids. So before buses are supposed to be released to their bus, the walkers normally leave first. And we had some fifth graders who are, one is a walker who should have been walking out, and another one is a bus, trying to run over these little kids trying to walk out for walkers. Like, they couldn't wait the 2 minutes, even if it was 2 minutes. They couldn't wait, and they're running. It was a hot mess. So the teachers tried to stop them. And there's this one kid who thinks his ish don't stink, and he's better than he's a handful. And he didn't care. He just kept on walking. I had 3 teachers going after this boy, and he continued to walk out. So and then I had one of our ESD paras kind of was like, yo, fix your face. He looked at me. He's like, it's the attitude for me. Like, you can be so disrespectful. It's one thing to be running over these kids who are younger and smaller than you, but when you're being reprimanded for it, to talk back, I can't. This is why I'm in second grade. And sometimes these second graders be making me get very close to snapping. But fifth grade with the mouth? Oh no, honey, I can't. No. So I even tried to block off, because I was outside watching all of this happen. So I tried to block him from getting on his bus. I kind of, tried to stop him. And he tried to walk further down to go through the bars. So I looked at the bus driver and I said, please don't let so-and-so get on the bus. And he told me yes. It looked like the teacher spoke with him, but he was still giving attitude and trying to duck and dodge her. So I told him, you know what, don't worry about it, but don't pull off. So he went on the bus. And when she was done doing what she was doing, she got on the bus and spoke with him. He really thought he was going to get away from her. It's the nerve. Oh my gosh. Besides dismissal, again, was not my burden, but just watching it was just, I can't always step in. I know sometimes I just want to make, things perfect, but I shouldn't have to be taking on other people's burden. But sometimes I want to intervene and just help, but yeah, not with fifth grade. I don't have the patience. So besides fifth grade, besides dismissal, today was a really good day. I'm going to finalize my to-do list for tomorrow because I don't really feel like staying here today. I had to go and get things rolling outside of school. So I'm going to finalize my to-do list and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, Teacher Tribe. Hi, Teacher Tribe. Happy Hump Day. Today is Wednesday, November 30th, the last day of the month, and it is way past dismissal time. Remember to take a breath. So I almost didn't record, but I remembered to come back and do it. Just got out of a PTO/SAC meeting. SAC is School Advisory Council. They kind of combine the two since the parents are already here to talk about PTO anyway. So our principal just talks to them about what's going on in the community, or, pretty much that connection between the school and the community before PTO. And I have to be there as the second grade rep. So I had to sit in on that meeting. Just letting us know about next week and the week after, the last 2 weeks before winter break. There's a lot of things going on. So pretty much following up with prepping everything for next week, as well as the stuff we have the week after. Field day, cookies with Santa, Christmas holiday show, the holiday shop where the kids can come and shop for things, for gifts for their family and everything. Oh, there's a lot coming up. So yeah, we had a lot to discuss. It is like 4:12 now. So I am not even going to update my calendar for December. I did write it on my to-do list, so I will take care of that tomorrow because I'm ready to go home. It was a good day today. I had 1 out, but I had 2 leave early. It was the start of Unit 4 for Benchmark Advanced, so we did what we had to do. Of course, you all know it took forever for them to write their vocabulary words, but at this rate, it's nothing new. But it was a good day. Our friend has been behaving. She's been working, but she's one of those that just don't want to do it. So when she does it, she just looks miserable. But she's doing it. I don't speak with her. I let her do what she has to do, so I don't throw her off her game. But for the most part, I really did think this switch is good for her because she's actually working. God bless what's happening. But according to the last teacher, she wasn't doing anything. So progress, baby steps. It's getting better. We're not really doing anything out of the norm this week. It's more of starting a new unit, getting everyone crossing our P's and Q's, because when we leave for winter break, that's the end of the quarter. So making sure our grades are in the system. And funny enough, I'm on top of grading. Like, I hate grading, but I'm doing pretty good. But besides that, Teacher Tribe, that is all for Hump Day. So I will see you all tomorrow for the first of the month. Bye, Teacher Tribe. Hey, Teacher Tribe. Happy first of the month. Today is Thursday, December 1st, and it is past dismissal time. Remember to take a breath. So it is about to be 4 o'clock. It's a minute to 4, and I just got out of my pre-evaluation meeting. I think that's how they're wording it. So we go to whoever's doing our evaluation, whether it be the assistant principal or the principal. For second grade, it's our AP, thank God. And I went to her. I scheduled a meeting at 3:30. It was supposed to be a 30-minute thing where I explained to her what my lesson is. I'm pretty much giving her a heads up for what she's going to come and do my evaluation for. So I get to choose when they're coming to evaluate me, whether it be reading or math, and what day, and it's a whole thing that we had to go through. So we schedule our schedule the evaluation, and we schedule our post. Our post has to happen at least 3 days after our evaluation, so we can go over what they saw, get the feedback from our evaluator, and so on and so forth. So I had my today. I am going to be doing my evaluation on a math lesson, which is going to be next week, the 7th. I think it's Wednesday, if I remember correctly. So during math time, well, not exactly during math time. She's coming in at 1:30. So for us, that's kind of towards the ender part of math. Or the latter part of math. So what I'm going to do is, when we normally start math, I'm going to do writing up until that time when she would come in to observe math. Then I will start math so she can be here for my whole math lesson. I'm not worried at all. Math, especially since math's my favorite subject, I like to make it fun. Hence what I did to the kids today. Today, I was talking to zombies. No one was paying attention except for my golden child, of course. Even my next door neighbor teacher kind of peeked her head in. She goes, are they participating? Because she was even having issues with her class. So I was like, no, we're here. We're on the same boat. My kids are in a whole nother world. I have no idea what is going on. But so instead of doing it out of the book, I decided to last minute spice it up a little bit. So we went over the lesson. We did our introduction, which is share and solve, or solve and share. We did our visual learning bridge. I don't read it out of the book. I play the video that is really the same thing, but it's like an animated version of what's in their book. Right after that, I'm like, you know what? Let's do the guided practice. I put my screen up. I did the guided practice question, which is technically already done for them in the book, but I went over and I broke it down and we did it on the board together. Then, instead of giving them independent practice, I decided to make it competitive, and I would read the problem for the independent practice out loud, and one person from each group had to come up to the board and solve the 2-step word problem. I think out of the 3 problems, two groups earned the point. One of them earned the point, but I had to take it away because I found out they cheated. They did the problem before going up to do the problem. So when it was time for them to go up the problem, they were reading their answer so they can just run up to the board and write it down. So they lost their point for doing that. But they had fun. I actually got them to wake up and pay attention to the math lesson. So it's unfortunate that I have to come up with some things last minute because they're so dead in the afternoon. But I like that I'm able to think on the fly to come up with something like that. They're like, "Can we do that tomorrow?" I was like, we'll see what happens. So that made my day. I had one friend out today. My friends who have been out, who were missing graded assignments, they got those made up today. So that's a plus because I keep forgetting to have them do it. So everything was made up today. This morning, our principal, our reading coach, and our reading interventionist decided to do literacy walks this morning at the most awkward time. Like, we were transitioning from they came in like right at 9 o'clock. So for us in our schedule, we have read to self / read aloud. So it's kind of like whatever you choose to do. Do you want to read to yourself? Do I want to read to the kids? Whatever. We have 10 minutes at the beginning of our reading block. So our reading block is from 9 to 10:30, 90 minutes. So from 9 to 9:10, it can be read aloud or have the students read to themselves. I'm catching up on filling out receipts for the field trip money. So I had the kids reading to themselves. They walked in at 9:10. So while they're reading, and I have 2 kids at my small group table right here, catching up on work, I'm like multitasking at its finest. I'm filling out receipts. I'm counting money. I have kids there. I'm explaining what they're doing. And then in walks 3 people, and they're just looking around. I'm like, hi, can I help you? What's up? Oh, we're just doing literacy walks, just seeing what you're doing. I was like, okay, well, right now they're reading. And in about 2 minutes, when our alarm goes off, we're going to be starting phonics. Oh, okay, we'll come back then. We'll circle back around. I was like, okay. So they walked through the pod to the other class. And I was like dying to like run and say something to my teacher next door, give her a heads up. But funny enough, she was in the same boat as me, but she was a little bit further behind, so I don't feel as bad. So right after they left, the alarm went off. The kids know when the alarm goes off to put the books away, sit college ready, and wait for instruction. So while they all sat down, I'm like, all right, they're gonna take out this. I told them what to take out, told them what page to turn to, and while they're getting that ready, I'm getting the computer ready. Remember, I'm glued to this for the computer. So I'm getting this ready, and they walk back in again. I'm like, are y'all, like, you couldn't come back in 10, 15 minutes when I'm mid-lesson, like you're coming in transition. They came in, everyone had their page open, so I finally got the video up. So for phonics this week, for Unit 4, Week 1, today's day 2, we're doing our bossy R controlled vowels. So today, or this week, is OR. OR, A, O-A-R, and O-R-E, so OR. So I put on a video, because there's a phonics video, or phonics YouTube channel that we follow, that has lots of, they just make it nice and song, and sometimes it's really catchy songs where I even hear the kids singing them during the day. So I love doing that. So every time we have a new phonics lesson, I pull up the video, we watch the video, plus the video gives examples and it breaks this down, the words and everything. I love it. I've been using them since last year. So I put on that video, the kids know to sing along with it, and I'm kind of just standing in the back of the room, and the women are just kind of just watching them watch the video. So I was like, I honestly didn't say anything to them. So I just stood in the back of the room. I watched the video with the kids. And then when the video ended, I asked the kids, all right, so what words were said? What OR words did we learn about? And the kids are screaming out the words that the video went over. And before we can get into the meat and potatoes of the phonics lesson, they leave again. So I was so confused, because if you're doing a literacy lesson or a literacy walk, don't you want to walk through and watch me teach literacy? Anywho, they left. I continued on with my lesson, and then maybe about 15-20 minutes later, when the kids are doing independent work, when I start the timer and they're doing what they're doing, I quickly run into the pod to speak with the teacher. I'm like, so what happened? What were you doing? And she tells me that it was an awkward time for her too. So she was a little bit behind because she was dealing with the money and everything, just as I was. But I guess she she didn't do it like how I did. Like I had them doing something, so I was quickly doing it. She just kind of had a late start. She was a little bit behind. So when they walked in, she was also all over the place. So I didn't feel bad. But it was really awkward. Besides the awkwardness, today was an awesome day. I cannot complain. Our little friend is doing good. I haven't had any real behavior issues with her. I spoke with mom about even possibly putting her on the field trip. So we'll see how that goes. Because if mom can't come, she's not allowed on the field trip. Not from me, from admin. Admin said that. Her and a few other of our special friends who give some problems to their teachers, their parent needs to be a chaperone in order for them to go on the field trip. Otherwise, they're not allowed on the field trip. So she is one of those friends. So I spoke with mom. Mom said she'll let me know if she's going to do it or if she's willing to do it or if she just won't go on the field trip. So I should know by tomorrow since, again, it's the last day. So yeah, that's it, Teacher Tribe. I just have to wait and see. I'll get our final numbers tomorrow. We'll find out if we're going to do a class party on the last day before winter break like we did last year, which I'm hoping for. So tomorrow I should hear that from the principal, and then I can send out my message to my parents. And yeah, that's it. I'll update you more when we hear about more information about what's happening in terms of next week and the last week before we get out of school. So you'll know exactly like what's going to be happening, the dress up days, blah, blah, blah. So until then, bye, Teacher Tribe. Happy Friday, Teacher Tribe. Today is Friday, December 2nd, and it is past dismissal time. Remember to take a breath. 10 more days of school. Thank God. Made it through the week. It was a pretty good week. I'm going to say it was productive because it was really tiring with the talking. Besides that, it was good. I had 2 friends out today. Majority of my class is going on the field trip. I did get more field trip money today. And I want to say 2 people that I haven't received money for got lucky, and they can wait until Monday because our registrar is out of town. So I can't turn in the money yet. So I told one of the 2, since she was here, the other boy wasn't, they can bring it in Monday, but if I don't get it Monday, and I messaged parents already, telling them that today was the last day, but because the lady wasn't here, I'm like, all right. I kind of pulled them to the side. Look, you can bring it on Monday. I'll slide you in. So we'll see if she brings it on Monday. For the boy, he's the only parent or person who I don't have a parent connected on Doja, and I've been sending emails. I called and told the dad, look out for the email. Yeah, okay. Still not on. So I have no way of reaching, I don't know. That family is kind of hot mess express. So hopefully the email I sent today for dad, he'll respond and remember to bring it in on Monday. Otherwise, his goose is cooked and he's just not going. Our friend who transferred over, she was only allowed to attend unless mom did the background check and she came for the chaperone. And she was having problems doing the background check. So unfortunately, she's not going to clear in time. So that friend can't come. So I know for sure one isn't coming. The other 2, if they don't bring their money on Monday, I'll have a total of 3 not going on the field trip. So we shall see. Besides that, it was an amazing day. We took our Fun Friday pictures that I put on Instagram. Finally, it's been a while since I posted. I want to say since the beginning of the year. It's been a few months since I posted on Instagram. So I posted our Fun Friday pictures today. And all is well, you guys. Yeah, I have nothing to tell you. I sent our parents the message for our Secret Santa and for our class party because we're 10 days away. 10 more days. So on the last day, it is an early release day. It is a pajama day. It's our class party day. And we'll also do Secret Santa on that day as well. So I'm actually filling out the teacher Secret Santa. I got to finish filling out my paper because that is due on Monday. So we can pull the names on Tuesday. And then I have to find the Secret Santa questionnaire I made for my students last year so I can print it out and give to my kiddos who are participating. I printed out like a gradebook blank sheet so I can keep track of who's doing Secret Santa, who's doing the class party, and who's bringing what. So I already had a few people respond, and so far everyone who has responded is doing both Secret Santa and the class party. So yay, I'm excited. It should be fun. And whoever doesn't participate in Secret Santa, but they can participate in the party, just during the exchange, I'll just send them to another room briefly. And then after the exchange is finished, they can come back. Just so, they're not sitting there and they don't get to, participate. So if they come to school. Yeah, and I already made sure the parents know if they're going to participate, they have to be in school that day, because it's not fair that, they're supposed to be getting a gift or giving a gift, and we can't have anybody left out. So, yay, I'm excited. I got permission for the class party, but I was not going to ask for Secret Santa because I don't want to be told no. So I did it last year, so I'm going to do it again this year. And then if it's a problem, I just automatically thought it was going to be okay. So, but yes, I am doing the same procedure I did last year, even though our admin is different, but I'm not asking questions. I can ask for forgiveness later. But that's it, Teacher Tribe. All is well on my end. I am so excited to be done for the week, and I will see you all next week. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if there's anything from my class that you would like me to see or talk to you more about. And I will see you all next week. Bye, Teacher Tribe.